Yo, I'm the Healing Snake. What's up? Um, I'm getting 1222 is could be significant, or the number 22. You might have seen that. I'm getting to remember that you're blessed, right? First and foremost, just remember that you're blessed. Um, you could there could be a sense of confusion or loss, or maybe a situation where maybe you just don't find yourself fitting in to the groups or the community that you once felt close to, or once felt, a part of, right? um I'm hearing to remember the importance between the truth and the values that make you feel a part of something and separate from something. Okay, 111 on the timer. Because it's essential for our well-being, right? Because these communities can help define aspects of ourselves and how we feel about ourselves, right? Because for one thing, it's great to be part of a community. I mean, we're humans. That's how we should live, right? It's essential. Excuse me. It's an omen right there. But at the same time, like, it's also crucial to stand out, to find what makes us special. We're all special, but everybody has a unique flavor, right? A unique style. And you could be dealing with just like not feeling like you're in that in between. Like you're transitioning into, you're growing. So this comes with frustration, confusion, loss. But being called that at this moment, this loss, this disappointment, you might be feeling like, man, I thought like I'm going to be seeing all these signs, and serendipity is going to lead me down to, what makes me feel blessed. And it's a call right now to understand that sometimes spirit leads you down paths of disappointment, of heartbreak, because that's what we need right now to learn, right? Like loss, the feeling of loss and sorrow, heartbreak, it's a strange form of healing. But remember that healing through disappointments, through heartbreak, etc., opens us up to sympathy. It opens us up to empathize more with the other, right? And I'm 333, and I'm being called to let that heartbreak, right? Let that sorrow open up your heart and understand that you're always supported by spirit and by those around that love you. And to remember that you're not alone. I'm also getting Chiron, however you pronounce it, healing through pain right now. And just to really remember when you're down, excuse me, when you're down in the freaking thick of it, that loss helps us know sympathy, empathy, and helps us reach out to others for support, helps us become dependent to others when we can't handle the load of life, because community is important and people want to help other people. It's what makes us feel good. So pretty heavy stuff, but remember you're blessed. And let's get into the reading. It's going to be a quick one. But yeah, if that resonates, if that's what you're going through, just remember that it's meant to be. It's all divine timing. Okay? I'll be using one of my fairy decks because I love me my fairies. They're so whimsical and silly. But yeah, like 10 of cauldrons, 10 of cups. We could be dreaming or hoping for this, just emotionally fulfilling lifestyle with a family, being outside, doing creative activities. Like this could be what we're hoping and wishing for, right? This could be the situation that we'd like to get to or get back to. Okay. What is it that my collective is not seeing right now at this moment? What is it that we're not seeing right now, Spirit? 555 on the timer. seeing that maybe we're taking on too much. 10 of Spears, 10 of Wands, you know? Maybe we're taking too much, we're putting too much of a load on our backs that, you know, we just get exhausted. You know, we just kind of get tired out, and we miss out on those who might be taking advantage of us, you know, be taking advantage of all the hard work that leaves us out here exhausted, right? So what we're not seeing is that maybe the workload is a little too much and we need to take time to lighten the load. 644 on the timer. Advice, Spirit? Advice? The Sun. Perhaps stepping into being reacquainted, or stepping into a path that helps us embody our inner child more, right? Just being who we are and all that is. Yeah, you know, you could be into like some S&M stuff. Is that what that is? That's, you know, if you like to go out to raves or clubs or whatever, like, you know, that's like a secret part of you, you know, embrace that more. Embrace those parts of you that you're not showing, right? That the public's doesn't get to see. Do what makes you happy. Move, lean in to what makes you feel good, whether that's going outside and dancing, or to clubs, or, you know, being out at parks and nature. Don't forget about that. You know, when you're in the 10 of Wands and you're carrying a heavy load, you're not thinking about what makes you happy, what makes you move, what makes you smile. You know? Do what electrifies you. So that's advice. What potential outcome do we have in store for this collective, Spirit? What potential outcome do we have in store? Send it out, please. I'm only going to take one. Well, actually, we did take two, so we got two potential outcomes. 9 on the timer. We got the 7 of Pentacles. See, there's like two fairies there. One is like bashed to bits on the floor, and there's one like looks like he's about to defend himself from Mr. Giant over here. So we got 7 of Pentacles, and we've got the King of Pentacles. So we got two possible outcomes here, right? I'm getting the King of Pentacles is probably the one that the majority of this collective wants to move towards. That's what I would want to, because the 7 of Pentacles really kind of embodies like just not very happy with what you've worked towards, or like waiting for your fruits to ripen so they can get picked, right? But in this tarot card, it almost seems like there could be a potential outcome for frustration, right? But I also see this as like, this could be you, and you're distinguishing, what the community, the people in your life that don't serve you anymore, and you're knocking them out with stones, okay? Metaphorically, we don't do that in real life. But this could be a potential outcome, and that's also pretty healthy. That's also pretty good. But King of Pentacles, be resourceful, stand your ground, be practical, stand for what you believe in, right? Cut the wheat from the chaff, or whatever that saying is, right? Clear what doesn't serve you, you see? And there's some wheat here. Clear out the useless, right? The invaluable. Cool. All right. Well, I'm getting last but not least is just identify your truth. Follow your truth. That's going to help you navigate these times, right? When you can really narrow down on what makes you happy, right? What lightening your load, right? Not taking too much where you can't handle it, or it's just too much to handle, and moving towards your truth, or looking for your truth. You'll be able to stand in a clearer space. Yeah. All right. Well, you got this. Remember, healing happens in all sorts of ways, even if, it's not the most positive. But remember that you have support, and to embrace that, embrace the situation, because that too shall pass. But all right, guys, I love you. I'm the Healing Snake. If this has helped you in any way, please show some support, show some love, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.